They thought it would be easy. A missed period, a positive test, a nursery painted soft blue or baby pink. But for millions of people, building a family doesn't start with joy. It starts with silence and waiting. Infertility is a quiet struggle. No one talks about it until it happens to you. It doesn't just affect one kind of person. Infertility affects people of all ages, races, genders, and backgrounds. It affects couples trying to conceive, single parents by choice, same-sex partners, cancer survivors. It affects real people with real dreams of having children. This is where science steps in. In vitro fertilization, or IVF, has transformed what's possible and is very helpful for these people. This is for couples who have been deemed unable to have children. The first step is to give the birthing person medication to stimulate egg production. Then in the second step, eggs are retrieved from their ovaries using a needle. After retrieval, they are sent to the lab to become fertilized with a sample of a male sperm. If for a reason the sperm is not motile, intercytoplasmic sperm injections are used to inject the sperm directly into the egg. After fertilization, the eggs are placed in an embryo culture medium where they reach the blastocyst stage in about 5 days. Finally, using a catheter, the eggs are reinserted into the uterus. On average, there are about 2 to 3 eggs that are normally inserted back into the uterus to increase the chances of becoming pregnant. This is an explanation and demonstration of how to self-administer your hormones.
First, wash your hands, then dial the correct medication dose to the amount instructed by your fertility doctor. Gently pinch the skin on your stomach, place a finger on the dial end of the injection and push the needle in at a 90-degree angle to its full depth. Press the top of the pen slowly to inject the medication. Remain holding the pen with the needle still inserted and count to 5. Then remove the injection pen.
Since the first test tube baby in 1978, IVF has brought hope to millions, but this hope has not come easy. IVF is physically demanding, it's emotionally exhausting, and for many, it's financially out of reach. Most insurance plans don't cover IVF. Only in about half of the states will you see coverage for IVF. That means families are left with impossible choices: go into debt, take second jobs, delay your dreams, or give up. And even after all of the sacrifices, such as time and money-wise, IVF still isn't guaranteed to work. With donor eggs, the success rate remains the same across all age groups, but with your own eggs as a 35-year-old, you only have a 40% chance of getting pregnant. With every additional year of age, an exponential drop-off occurs to where it becomes highly unlikely past about 40 years old. Loss is a part of the journey for many, but so is love, so is resilience, and so is hope. So you might as well take your chances. IVF changes lives. It helps people become mothers and fathers when nothing else worked. It brings families together, families that wouldn't exist without it. Infertility is recognized by WHO and CDC as a disease. But as a society, we need to do more. Infertility is a medical condition, not a luxury, and IVF is healthcare, not a privilege for the wealthy. All people deserve it. We must speak out. We must advocate for insurance coverage, affordable treatment, and emotional support for all those involved. Because behind every IVF success story is a fight for science, for fairness, for family, for love. IVF is hope, IVF is medicine, IVF is family.